Okay, this thing is bugging. Doesn't want to indicate that I'm doing a live stream, but clearly I am. Alright, screw that. So if I don't see any messages, I don't see anything, it's YouTube's fault. Alright, we can try again. I'm just waiting for people to come in, if anybody's coming in. Oh, there we go. Let's turn that down. Okay, cool. Alright, so let's see who's in here. I already got a like. Thank you, by the way, for liking the stream. Even though it hadn't even started yet. But I appreciate the support. Okay, we got 2 people in here. Okay, make yourselves known if you're in here. See 2 people in here. So I'll probably just start it off by saying figure I'd do both at the same time. If not, people would just pop right back out of the stream. But we're gonna first, let me show you the sliders I have set up. For those of you that don't know me, the 2 that are probably watching, more than likely they know me, because only people who know me a little bit be tuning in right about now. So I'm DJ81. This is the channel Skins for Life, even though we got a hockey game going. I'm on Twitter, DJ81. That's the only other place you can find me. Well, I'm on other social media. So anybody else who really knows me, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, you know, yada yada yada, yakety schmackety. Alright, so we're gonna go to these settings. Show you what I got set up. I have my sliders set up as full sim, so whenever I save it, full sim 81, boom, and then overwrite preset whenever I make any changes. NHL does a good job with their tuner sets, so always get the latest tuners. Now that's just my opinion, because I really don't see any fault. I don't see that many faults with their tuner updates anyway. That was probably me. Yep, that was me. And but got other guys who are very experienced playing NHL. Just to give you another background, or deeper background, I've been playing NHL since the Genesis days. This is how long I've been playing NHL. I've also played NHL 2K. I played the first hockey game I played was ice hockey on Nintendo on the NES. That was what, 86, 87? That's why 6 or 7 years old back then. But yeah, I'm an old gamer. So what, sue me. Alright, back to these sliders. So just go through them real quick. So if you have a quick eye, you'll probably see something that'll catch your eye. I didn't want to stay on this too long, because there's a whole bunch of them. Not going to really explain each and every one of them. I got the base sliders off of Operation Sports, and I just went with there. Before I was tinkering with sliders, it was a collaboration between myself and Bill's Fourth, who's also on Twitter. Shout out to him. As we continue, we always talk about how we just straight talk about sliders in all games, Madden, NBA 2K. Even I only even think we talked about sliders when Live 16 came out, but that game was so trash. Basic stuff it had, but it took a step back. But we're not here for basketball. We're here for hockey. So continue to look through these sliders. Any suggestions on who I should play? I am the Capitals as always. Kind of rhymed, but I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm trying to figure out if I should just go ahead and do the play now with who they are scheduled to play, because they have it nice and set up each and every time with who they're about to play. So I may do that by default. But if somebody says something in the chat like they want to see their team play against me and the Caps, then I'm all for it. I figure there's still 2 of y'all watching, so hopefully somebody say something. Hold up. Alright, so if I'm gonna give y'all a minute. Figure social media is fast. So those are my sliders. That's what I have. We're gonna I gotta get my energy drink ready, because I swear when people do these streams this late at night, it takes a lot of energy. Okay. So since no one wants to participate and just watch, everybody being shot at night, or if you're on your phone, I understand. If it's not near your computer, I understand completely. But if you're gonna watch my stream, don't be shy. Say something in the chat. I can just look over to my right. My computer's right there. I will see a message and I will check it out. Not while I'm playing the periods, because I'm focused on the ice at that point. And hold on, let me. Oh yeah. Forgot I need to turn these off. You're gonna be seeing some lines on here that don't need to be on here. Cause I was introducing Saban / Alabama 205 to the game of hockey. So it looks like I may have converted a person that's hardcore football to play some hockey. Especially after I showed him the incidental contact slider, he was livid when he saw that slider in the EA Sports title. That's not Madden. Yeah. So we're not going to talk about that. That'll be a separate video. 205 may say something on the Sin Standard Radio Show or the Google Hangouts, because he always, whenever he jumps in, he always says something. And for those that want to tune in, and it's, was it almost midnight? So I can, okay, so it's not midnight yet. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, tune in to the Sim Standard Google Hangouts here on YouTube, hosted by SimFBall, Azure Effect, and Smitty. And Smitty right now is on the hot seat. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and start this hockey game. And since nobody chimed in, everybody just wants to watch, we're just going to play it who I'm scheduled to play. So who are we scheduled to play? Fuck. I'm going to play the Islanders, but at least it's a home game. So we're going to go there. Alright, let's see how this turns out. Alright, we're good to go. Let's go.
Washington, D.C., about 10 blocks away from the Capitol building, where hockey fans are here to see a team appropriately in red, white, and blue, the Washington Capitals. Hi, everybody. Along with Eddie Olczyk, Ray Ferraro in just a moment. I'm Mike Emmerich, and we are in Washington, where there is a great history for hockey dating back to 1974. Who stands out?
Well, how about some Hockey Hall of Famers, Doc? Mike Gartner, Rod Langway, the great career of a guy like Peter Bondra, and Ole the goalie, Olaf Kolzig. Some great players have come through the Washington Capitals team.
Karlsson's obviously one of the top players for the Capitals. He's got a lot of work to do to get in that same area code of those great Hall of Famers I mentioned.
The reflections are a little bit better.
Okay, so let's look at the starting goaltenders for the game. Holtby's the netminder of the evening. He is the type of goalie that sees the puck very well, hoping to see and stop most of the shots he sees tonight and land the W for the Capitals. Slovakia-born Jaroslav Halak has prepared his goal crease for the start of another game here. A two-time Olympian for his country.
Every time I face the Islanders, I think I've uploaded video playing against the Islanders before. Every time we face Jaroslav Halak, I always call him a bitch. There's a special reason why I call him a bitch. I'll tell you later.
We have just started the game. Dumped in. Has it back deep. Kicked out of the scrum. Moves it to the corner. Pointed to Niskanen. Looking from the blue line. Could not be filtered through. A strong play by John Tavares. Got it in his own end. And in flight over the line. Directed on. He covers.
That was close.
Probably noisy at the bench, but Ray can hear us. You're on.
If I would have gave up a goal that early, that would have killed all types of early game momentum.
Side-to-side plays, and maybe that's your best chance tonight.
Defensive zone win. The Capitals in their own end, ready in attack. Kuznetsov slugging it in his own end, headed northward. Working it on a drop to Johansson. Not on the net.
You can go a couple of weeks before you get a chance like that. Right in the middle of the ice, time to shoot it. And he doesn't even get it on the net.
Trying to go to Tavares. And picked up now by Karlsson. Pitching it to Johansson. Moved along and in. Loose puck knocked away by Hickey. And they've got it again.
That was bad play on my part.
That went off someone. Loose puck.
Oh, good hit.
Washington's in their own end and has possession. Looks from the corner. Moving it to Hickey. Maintaining possession up the wing. A marvelous pad stop and a great opportunity. Gets play stopped.
I don't know. Goaltender made an excellent save on a great bid for goal.
A little under 3 minutes played here in the first. Nothing on the still a pair of zeros. Around through the corner. And at an angle to Seidenberg. Possession reestablished by Alsner. Solid work there. Got his pad on that one. Washington's lugging it up the wing. Lets it go. Two sticks together, they cancel. He's pinned and held at the boards. New York's carrying it in the defensive zone. He's in on an onside play. Slid, deflected off the blocker. Skate kick out of the scrum. Feeds the point. Washington setting things up at center. And he's all alone. Outstanding save by Halak. To Kuhlman. Terrific save there. Didn't look like he had anything.
Nice save by Halak. How about
Seems like he was
Holtby with the save?
The pass is off the mark. What a chance that would have been. Good defensive play.
It's funny how they cut that off.
The battle continues. He can't get free. Superb defensive play by Leddy.
Oh, that almost. I like how I have it set up. It seems like there's more like struggle for the puck alongside the boards for as much as you can get in this game. I hope for NHL 18 they focus on the board play to be more organic.
Good clean win on the draw. And gathered in by Carlson. And he'll keep possession along the boards. And he dumps it in. There's one that can be handled by Halaf. Gathered up again by Carlson. Washington's carrying it along the side. He got in.
Oh, that was a good move.
Laid on to Oshie.
Oh, I
Picks
tried
it
it.
up in his own end. On to Strome. Gains the zone. Back on his stick. And angled to Seidenberg. Can't get it on net. Set up with a drop to Ovechkin. He's slowed down a bit, and there'll be a hooking penalty called on this one. The Capitals get their goalie to the bench for the extra man.
Damn.
Referee over to the penalty box.
Wanted to set up on that time.
New York's 2-minute penalty is a minor, and the call is hooking.
This was okay about 10 years ago. Not anymore. That's a hooking call.
Shame.
And so begins power play number 1. Let's see if it's power play goal number 1.
Stay out of the penalty box when you're playing this team. You do not want to put them on the power play.
Eddie, I'm with you on that. Nothing much at stake. Just our reputations. Washington's got possession in their own end. Puck is thrown to Kuznetsov. Into the attacking end.
Oh.
He's got it, but can he shovel it out of there?
He actually matched me move for move on that one.
Chase it. Orlov's carrying it back in his own end, hoping for neutral ice. Washington's back to play in their own end as the clock ticks down on the power play. Flips a wrister. No! What a chance!
He was in the right area of the ice there. You got to make the goaltender work.
Picked up by the defense, and the penalty killers come up big again. It's cleared. Passing one off now to Backstrom. Pushing it on up the wing. And he steps across the line. A shot. Blockered away. Cleared on out by Clutterbuck. Grabbed by Carlson. In their own end, moving it now. Directing that one to Ovechkin. Looking to Backstrom. Got it right back. Rock to the glass. Soccered along by Backstrom.
Oh.
Puck settled down by
There was a
Leddy.
guy right there.
Cleared back out. Not much pressure there. Long way to go and not much time to do it. Pass attempt to Oshie. Gets in and he'll look over his options. Chip to Ovechkin. Great save at the edge of the
Wow.
You want to score goals, you have to go to this area. You got to find a way to
Right
put it
about
in.
that.
New York's done it. Back at full strength. Hanging on to it in their own end.
Just
Washington's
dump it
got
in.
it and moving up the wing. Sailed right back in again so the defense can get to the bench. And now it's directed to Chimera. Snapping a pass to Strome. And possession seized by Orpik. That's the way to make
There
it
we
pay.
go.
Anytime you get hit in the open ice like that, that is a jolt.
Just dropped to the opposite corner by Williams. This scrum will end soon. Loose puck blocked off by Williams. Into the end of attack. Looking from the corner. Taken away. They battle on up the wing. Shot. That
Wow.
puck out of play over the glass.
Jeez.
Orpik's shoulder absolutely annihilates him as he goes into the ice.
Period is 20 minutes. We're just past 10. We are deadlocked at 0. The Islanders win that neutral zone faceoff. Picks it up back there. Washington's waiting back in their own end. Gets in, looks over his options here. Back near the blue line to Orpik. The Islanders have it in their own end. Still on the move through center. That shot came from nowhere.
You want to score goals, you have to go to this area.
Gathered up by Leddy. The Capitals carrying it in their own end. It's dumped in. Good work up front on that hit. Thrown in. Good grab again. Pitching this one to Winnie. And he gains the zone. Shot on. And a good save in the goal crease.
Wow.
Puck covered.
Had a chance blown. Right there.
Halak's able to deflect this puck out of danger. That was an excellent scoring chance.
Good job on the draw. New York's continuing to probe up the wing. Takes it right back. Lee's slashed. Ooh, that's going to be a penalty. Orlov's getting a penalty for slashing. It's 2 minutes.
He's always drawing penalties.
Back in the era of wood sticks, this would really hurt. That's a slash.
The Islanders go on the power play for the first time. Good face-off win.
Good save.
The goalie gave him
right
the glove
there.
side, and he took it
Snatched
away.
that out the air.
Well, the shooter's pretty disappointed, guys. He delivered that puck quickly. It was accurate, yet the goaltender was just better than him on the wrist shot.
New York's got it. A good stick there, so no complete pass. Oh, a close call there.
Ooh.
You know what, Doc? I could
Score!
That was my fault.
Goal.
Chasing the puck.
Lad's wrist shot was heavy and quick.
Hope he's not happy he's given up this goal on the low glove side. Goalies hate giving up goals when they're in their butterfly. They think they're in position. They've got to have their hands.
That's a bad
in the right
habit that I
spot
get
to make this
into.
stop.
I start chasing
So
the
he
puck
played
and
a
I
while
forget
in this
about
period,
defensive
and finally
position.
a goal.
I was hoping, Doc, that we were going to get that first one.
New York's got another face-off win. Has a chance to make a play through the corner. Good use of the stick, broke that pass up.
There we go.
Slides it to the point to Boychuk. Trying to go to Ovechkin. Takes a shot.
Oh!
Looks over his options from the corner. Snapped up by Ovechkin. Great pad stop. He scores. Alexander
And that's how we
Ovechkin.
score. That's how we get back in the game. Look, little slap shot. Let's go.
There's the old adage, get it to the net. You never know what can happen. Because he doesn't hit it solidly, the goalie is fooled on it.
I'm sorry, that's a goal scorer's goal. Hate it all you want. It went in.
Washington's got another face-off win. The Capitals want to generate something up the wing. Mashed in. Pitching it to Ladd. Nicely into the zone. Great opportunity, but the pass didn't connect. Puck loose, now picked up. Propelled to Cizikas. New York's looking to headman up the wing. Dumped in. Glides to the safety behind the net. Moving it to Williams. To Johansson. The Islanders
I
love
should
the
have
puck in their
saucer
own end.
passed that one in.
It's an onside play. Slid to Chimera. Carried from the defensive zone. I don't know if they can get everybody off, but it's dumped in, and it looks like the forwards can come to the bench. The Islanders continue to probe up the wing. And he dumps it in. Goes back deep for it. Laid on to Lee. The Islanders up the wing are moving the puck.
Chimera's lost that puck in the offensive zone. He stick-handled himself into submission.
It's dumped in. Loose puck, solid defensive play there. Side to side they go, trying to generate something.
Oh.
Possession gained by Bailey. The Capitals have control of the puck along the boards. Lifts a little pass to the opposite corner. To Bailey. He's got that one. Let's see what happens. Puck is thrown to Bailey. And possession snapped up by Wilson. Gains the blue line. Perfect tip by the stick. To Bailey. On to Tavares. And sent down to Clutterbuck. Oh, what a stop.
Terrific stop from right in front of the net, but you got to find a way to put the puck in the net.
That puck comes to the biggest stick blade on the ice, and it's handled. Passing one off now to Clutterbuck. Great stick work prevents the pass from being complete. Directing that one to Backstrom. Boy, what reaction. He's got it again. Good work by Alexander Ovechkin. Nearing the 20th minute of this period. Passed in the corner to Oshie. Pointed to Alsner. Cranks one. Guarded the goal again. They can't find the target. What control. 56 seconds left. Save. Pressure mounting here. And on to Nishkinen. Point-to-point pass. Big shot. Just missed the net with that one. To the last 37. Smart recovery by Oshie. Feeds the slot to Nishkinen. Gonged away. Can he clear? Carried out of his own end towards center ice.
That's how much pressure the Caps can put on. And now we're probably tired on the
pass that was just slipped ahead to it.
Ooh.
Puck covered, whistle blown.
You can imagine how many shots I whistled right past his neck.
Routine stop for the goaltender. The shooter's going to have to do a much
that
better
went off
job
his shoulder.
challenging him.
The Capitals with a clean win on the draw.
That was close.
Lets it go.
Good block. Thank God the period ended. That would have been a penalty.
Scored a single time.
Fans, don't forget to get the seats you want to the games you want by purchasing one of our 6-game ticket packets today.
Washington's goal, this goal, got this game tied again. What will happen next? We'll see when we return.
All right, let's look at these stats. 10 to 10. So we were just going back and forth. Okay, passing good. Penalties, power plays, they were 1 for 1. I wonder how many shots I got off in the power play. Should be trying to pass it around. I think with Halak, you gotta move them around left to right. There's a lot of goaltenders that you can do that with. Who's the dude? I can't remember his name in New York. Henrik Lundqvist. That's the dude you gotta move left to right as well. Get him moving, and then you can find some open areas and towards the net. Other than that, Halak is another guy. I still call him a bitch though, and this is why I call him a bitch. Because when he was a Capital, he had just been traded from Montreal or whatever team he was on before. It wasn't Montreal, because that was the team he was on where he just absolutely had everything on lock. And it was another team he got traded from. So he goes to face that team. He basically says to the coach, I can't play. It's too much. It's too soon. I can't get over the fact that I'm not with that team anymore. And coach does the right thing, allows him to sit out, doesn't play another game for Caps ever again, and then gets cut. That's why I call Yaroslav Halak a bitch. now that we're cleared that up, because I've called him a bitch in a previous stream or a previous uploaded video where I played against the Islanders. That's just, I'm like, when you act cowardly, you just get called out. And for me, he's just a bitch. It's plain and simple. You never sit out of a game. I don't care. You're a professional first. It's not personal. I'm like, there are some personal things behind it. I could understand. He probably didn't want to leave the team, but you do not play hooky. Which he really didn't play hooky. He just was like, I'm a bitch. I don't want to play. It's too soon. I'm emotional. Well, you could have used that emotion. You could have beat that team with producing the game of your life, which probably would have solidified your status on the Caps. Alright, moving on. Alright, so these stats look good. Basically, again, testing out these sliders. I had made some adjustments from the last stream I did. I decreased the time and definitely like the speed of the play. The hits, it looks like I'm on pace for 21 hits. I'm used to, since this is a condensed hockey game, I'm probably not going to produce the amount of hits that it would normally pop out in a hockey game. So I'm fine with that. Let me make some adjustments. I want to go puck side attack. No, I think we're good. I wanted to make that adjustment, but I think we're good. We're offense, we need to pick it up a bit. Yeah, they love it when I use the drop pass. I've been doing that drop pass and Lord knows how long. Alright, let's get to period number 2.
Second period underway, and we are even. And the loose puck captured by Ovechkin.
Oh no!
Looking to Clutterbuck.
Good hit. There we go. Now we're hitting.
Back near the blue line to Letty. Keeps it going up the wing. Shoots. Wonderful save. A cover, and play is stopped.
Been a long time since this wasn't the garden variety stop for a goalie. Down in the butterfly, turned aside.
Good job tying the man up on the faceoff. Teammate comes in. Pass attempt to Clutterbuck. Closed off effectively and sealed. Taken over now by Clutterbuck. Lets it go. The glove like lightning.
Good one. Good
and
pickup.
he'll hold on.
Whoa, he was able to get the glove on this excellent scoring chance. Looked like he had him beat, but he's in good shape and he makes an incredible glove stop.
The Islanders prevail again. Forcing attention indeed. Corralled by Alexander Ovechkin. Shoots. Waffle boarded. Rubbed out along the boards.
He got plastered on the boards there. That's a stop sign right there.
Around to the corner. Knocked right off the stick. Out to the point to Alsner. Nice little lead to Niskanen. Elevates a pass to Ovechkin.
Oh, had Ovechkin right there. Okay.
Now the puck rounded up by Niskanen. Looking for some help back in his own end. Washington's in possession now as they move up the wing. Thrown in. Good job with the stick. That is defense. He gains the zone. Gathered in by Johansson. Scooped up by Williams.
Okay, I'm gonna have to just rattle this one in.
Mashed in. Slides it to the point to Carlson. Now it's
good
directed
pick.
to Lee. Looks ahead to start something.
Oh.
Puck's loose. The roadblock got in the way. Puck collected by Seidenberg. Gains the zone. Puck is seized by Carlson. Taken and held at the blue line.
All right, we need to
Taken
get our people.
behind by Chimera. He's got that pass at the point. Through the corner now. Nicely patted away. Good hand to eye and the reach of the stick.
All right.
Decides to go back and see if his goalie's got any better ideas. He could start some danger here. This is overwhelming. Still no shot. Oh, missed the net. Snapping a pass to Wilson.
Oh, got it out the zone. That's good. Oh, but
lugged that along up the wing. Skilled play by Kuhlman. Through the corner. Still no shot. Brought ahead towards center. New York's
all right, we
moved
can't.
The puck up the wing. Dumped in. Thinking maybe his goalie's got a better idea. Closer to him now. Washington starting back in the defensive zone. Gets across, looks over his options. Loose puck, there was no getting through. Hangs on to that one, and he'll see
We
a
finally
face-off
was able
right
to get
here.
our people off the ice. It was taking forever.
The shot's delivered quickly, but he smothers the bottom of the net so well. Gets his legs out to make the stop.
Solid, clean win. Pitching this one to DeHaan. Trying to go to Clutterbuck. Gets in. What'll he do? Napped by Niskanen. Washington's in possession as they travel up the wing. Shot. Terrific save.
Oh, it almost
there.
bounced
He had
off a
anything to shoot at,
opposing
and he
player
made it tough.
in
A
almost.
quick developing play right in front. Almost looks like he's too close to the goaltender.
I don't know how the shooter can do much more than that. The goaltender made an excellent save on a great bid for goal.
A little over 7 minutes play. Scrappy game. Both of these teams have connected once. The Islanders with a face-off win. Gathered in by Eller.
Oh,
And he dumps it in. This one can be taken by Halak. New York's got it in center ice. Using the point. Oh, how can they miss that pass?
easily, because we're playing defense.
Pitching it to Eller. Gets in. What'll he do? Chip to Burakovsky. What a save.
Not often you're all alone in front of the goaltender from this area of the ice. Great save.
Eller slashed on the play, and there will be a penalty.
All right.
Goalie reaches the bench. Extra man out. To the point. Sends it across the blue line. They touch, and now the penalty. Leddy's penalized 2 minutes for slashing.
He's making like Paul Bunyan out there. That's a 2-minute
I don't
slash.
know if I haven't been. I don't think I've been paying attention, but I haven't seen Chimera out there. I know he's
Washington's
on the
power play
Islanders
gets
now.
another chance to operate. Hasn't been effective yet.
New York penalty to number 2, Nick.
Good work with the stick.
For slashing.
New York's got a face-off win.
41 seconds.
All right, that's what I want.
Close in play.
Oh,
Cleared back out by Clutterbuck.
okay.
So on this power play, they will resume from their own end of the ice. The Capitals leave their own zone. It's dumped in. Heads on to the corner. He covers and holds on. The Islanders with a clean win on the draw. Picked up in the attacking zone. To Burakovsky. Fires. Just
we had him moving. We had him. He was helpless.
Gathered up again by Williams.
Oh, good one.
Gotta ice it here. It's cleared back, and this forces a recoil. Washington's continuing on in their own end. To Ovechkin. Skating with it now in the defensive zone. Puck loose, denied by the defense. Onside. DeHaan's got to shovel it out of there. Loose puck regathered by Ovechkin. Puck loose. Strong defensive play by Clutterbuck. The Capitals leave their own end. Fires. Terrific challenge. Outstanding save.
A missed opportunity from this close in.
Somebody was back there. I figured Ovechkin would be the one.
That puck changes direction. It becomes a really difficult stop for the goaltender to make.
Tie up there and a good reach and possession. New York's penalty kill comes through. Now we're back even. Washington's in their own end and controlling the play. The puck taken hold of by Williams. Makes that play deep. The Capitals are moving the puck in the defensive zone. Offside is called. Somebody got over anxious there.
I saw it at the last second.
Washington's got that neutral zone faceoff. Thrown in. Two sticks together. It goes to the offense.
Ooh. Oh, he skated.
By Letty. Moving it to Strome. He'd given a pass. Now he
there we go.
One.
They're playing good defense.
Taken on by Niskanen. Lugged out of the defensive zone. To Winning. Mashed in. Nice pass right up the gut. Breakaway.
Oh.
He's in. Outstanding
Good
save by Holtby.
That was just bad timing on the line change. You know, sometimes that could happen. You just time it wrong and
Holtby's been sharp.
They catch it.
Excellent pad save on a great shot.
Luckily for
Holtby
got the save on that.
in the second.
Getting killed on the face-off.
So it is 1-1. Big face-off win.
There we go. All right, 2-1.
Gains the zone and looks over his options. Wonderful stop.
Not a lot of room to score from in that area. Great save.
And the possession taken by Orpik. Got it in his own end. Puck is thrown to Ovechkin. Got to kill some time here and get a breather for some. They drop it back in, and the forwards are able to get to the bench. Passing one off now to Chimera. Holtby's able to step out and play it. He banked it right ahead. Directing that one to Orpik. The Capitals setting things up in their own end. Dogged determination there by Boychuk. Hand-eye coordination beats that pass again. Possession reestablished by Wilson. Pitch back into the corner. Could this be icing? And it will be, based on the defense arriving first.
Halak's athleticism was tested on that wrist shot. That was an excellent scoring chance.
Should have went opposite.
Quick work on the faceoff. Great glove save, but it's loose. Terrific determination by Eller. Fires. Didn't get through. The Capitals are out of their own end. Brought on, and the forwards can change on this dump in. Looking to Hickey. Pass attempt to Clutterbuck. Into the attacking end.
Yes. Good job.
Propelled to Leddy. Good place to shoot from, and he does. Now it's directed to Kuznetsov. New York's in their own end, lugging it along. And possession established on the pickup by John
Good one,
Tavares.
good one. Way to clear that out. Good.
Held there for a face-off coming up next.
Sometimes I think the pads are too big anyway, but he's able to get a pad on this. Excellent scoring chance.
You know, it's funny because a few years ago they shrank the size of the pads. For that piece of commentary to be in there, it's kind of
good help for the centerman. Blocked.
All right.
The Capitals in their own end in possession as they travel. Carried toward the woodwork by Beagle.
Oh, come on. Win it.
That's an offside.
The shooter thought he'd made a pretty good shot here, but the goaltender's in good shape. He makes the stop, and he's able to deny the shooter on what he thought was an excellent chance.
Neutralized face-off win. Dumped in. Hallock's able to handle this one. Scooped up. Right along the blue line, Dorlow. And a good save there. A whistle and a rest.
Let's get our first line out there.
Oh, that's a grade A scoring chance. The goalie gets just a little piece of it, but it's enough to keep it out of the net.
Washington's quick on the draw. Pointed to Niskanen. Gaining space, maybe time. The Islanders looking to head man up the wing. Back near the blue line to Seidenberg. Has it back deep. Snapping a pass to Cizikas. And he dumps it in. Carlson's carrying it back in his own end, hoping for neutral ice. He's in on an onside play. To Ovechkin. Wonderful save. What a skill level there.
Ovechkin's had a lot of opportunities. A lot of opportunities.
I don't know how the shooter can do much more than that. The goaltender made an excellent save on a great bid for goal.
I keep on thinking to go near side. I need to go far side. He's lean.
Face-off win here. To Williams. Looking from the corner. Loose puck gathered by Clutterbuck.
Ooh.
Pitching this one to Tavares.
I think because of his size, he was able to hold up.
Moving along. Shoots one. Stretches it out by throwing it to the opposite corner. One-timer. Flexed out that pad and got it. And the pickup. Trying to go to Williams. Good work with the stick by Johansson. He's held to the glass. Kicked out of the scrum. Players tired, about to get a rest. Seconds to play here, still in the second period.
1 minute left.
Oh, I tried to do the Kuzi special.
Pitching it to Chimera. Gets in, and he'll look over his options. A lightning-like glove save. And possession snapped up by Orpin. Oh, great save there. Not much room to work, but he got a good shot away.
You don't get many better opportunities than that. Great save.
What control. And we get a penalty.
And we get called for another penalty. Great.
Player to the box. Burakovsky's getting a minor for slashing.
I'm not sure this is a slashing call. I think it was the reaction of the puck carrier that sold this call.
Do you now?
New York's power play has been strong. They have connected once. Let's see if they can make it twice on this power play. The Capitals with a face-off win. Washington's gotten it back out. They check the clock, get ready to defend. Gathered in by Leddy. With a shot and a good job in the goal crease. That's 2 periods in the books. 1 more to go, but a rest comes first. Through 2 periods, here are the shots on goal. Get ready. 21 for the Islanders and 19 for Washington.
It's been back and forth.
Washington still in this thanks to their goaltender and saves like this one. More in a moment.
Losing face-off. Yeah, I know that's been happening. The hits in this game have been fairly low. Alright. I'm going to slow them down a bit. Sit back a little bit. Go back to normal. To it. We're in the penalty, so penalty kill. Wilson taking the face off. Comical.
Period has begun with one team still short. Some carryover time left. Oh, that's good. Washington's on the move in their own end, and that will help to at least clear the puck away. Goalie out of the net, puck on his stick. And still with it in their own end. Into the end of attack. Gathered in by Orpik. Cleared back out. This will force them to drop back a lot. The puck is fielded now by Leddy. The Islanders wheel one ahead up the wing. And the possession taken up by Bailey.
Wow, that was close.
Through the corner. Slid to Ladd. Slot shot. That's a marvelous save.
You talk about cutting down the angle. Perfectly executed by the goaltender.
Pulls his way along. A magnificent pad save.
After being under attack the last sequence, they needed a whistle.
Hope he's able to make the stop here on a very difficult scoring chance.
Tie-up and help from the winger. Beagle's hooked on this
play,
and the arm of the referee is high. New York's roster goes down by 1 here. At least briefly, a minor penalty for hooking.
The referees are looking for this. Anytime you stop skating and reach with your stick and pull on the opponent, you're going to the penalty box.
The same guy's been holding up that shame sign every time somebody on the Islanders is going to the penalty box.
New York's got a defensive zone win.
Oh, they almost put it in their own net.
To Strome. Skill play by Andrew Ladd. And the loose puck gathered in by Niskanen. Moving it to Ovechkin. Moved along and in. Good shot, but a better save. Washington's on the power play now that they've killed off the penalty. And off target with that one.
I don't see too many guys getting away of blocking that shot. That thing has some heat on it.
On to Backstrom. In front.
Oh!
Back at the point now. Snaps it to Alsner. And up to Niskanen. Puck loose. Couldn't.
Tripping. Thank you.
One team is going to be short from this. Let's see what the call is. New York's only going to get 2 minutes on this call, but it was tripping.
He's got great stick positioning. Stick is on the ice, but unfortunately takes the skates out from under.
Oh, no sign this time?
Washington's power play unit gets a rare 5 against 3. It's a special time for them to rocket home some goals.
2 minutes for tripping. Time of the
Dorloff.
2 minutes, 8 seconds.
Chip didn't have time, but he saved it anyway.
With this puck being so close to net, this is all a reactionary save.
Hey, what's up, Hollywood? I figure you'd probably be up watching.
The shot's delivered quickly, but he smothers the bottom of the net so well. Gets his legs out to make the stop.
Thanks for tuning in, by the way.
Nice face-off work. The Islanders shoot it back out. Got some time to check the clock and prepare to defend again. Puck is thrown to Williams.
Oh, come on, Williams. You got to pick that up.
It's an onside play. Around through the corner. Terrific glove save, but it's loose. And he freezes for the whistle.
All right, we're getting there.
Routine stop for the goaltender. The shooter's going to have to do a much better job challenging him.
Grab, the two centermen tied up, but there was a good reach there. Great point blank save.
Yeah, honestly, you had him scrambling.
Halak's able to make an excellent stop here. That's a difficult scoring chance. The shooter thought he had him beat.
Under 3 minutes have passed. Third period. Only a pair of goals so far, equally divided. Washington's got that face-off win. Puck corralled by Clutterbuck. And he takes the heat off by clearing. Washington's in their own end and carrying it on. Gets in, looks over his options here. Propelled. Oh, stick save. And he holds on.
Sometimes, like, when you skate, you have a feeling somebody's cutting towards head.
The shooter thought he'd made a pretty good shot here, but the goaltender's in good shape. He makes the stop, and he's able to deny the shooter
if you skip back to the beginning of the stream, you can actually do have the ability to do so. Or if you check out the stream as I archive it, you'll be able to see the sliders that I have in place. But I will do a separate video just to figure it's easier. Yep.
Shoots.
Oh, Williams drive it to the net. I was waiting for him to start cutting. Okay, I don't even know if Ovechkin's out there or not.
Well, the shooter's pretty disappointed, guys. He delivered that puck quickly. It was accurate.
He's the only one that I've noticed that cuts to the net. They got 9 shots on the power play, which is good, but so far nothing.
The Islanders with a clean win on the draw. New York's cleared. A lot of work, but penalty time less and less now.
Cross-checking?
And that one's sent back out to sea. The loose puck taken by Niskanen.
All right, here we go.
The Capitals continue to probe up the wing. Hickey's lugging it in his own end, headed northward. Clock bleeding down on the power play. Washington's carrying it in their own end. The Capitals' power play unit continues to be a bunch of offers. Outstanding save. Difficult opportunity.
You want to score goals, you have to go to this area. You got to find a way to put it in the net.
Stays on side to the middle. To Williams. Collected by Hickey. Slid to Niskanen. Thrown in. Gathered up again by Hickey. Passing one off now to Strome. Directing that one to Clutterbuck. Gains the blue line. Gets it in a good place.
Wow, swing and a miss. All right.
Great stick there. Terrific determination by Orpik. Skate kick out of the scrum.
Didn't clear the zone just yet.
Wrist shot. That's a good
Hold
pad
it.
save. And a whistle.
I don't know how the shooter can do much more than that. The goaltender made an excellent save on a great bid for goal.
Damn. Getting killed on face-off. Been getting killed all night.
The Islanders win the draw. One-timer. Wonderful save. Washington's leaving the defensive
zone.
One-timer.
Oh, close.
Looking to Beagle. The Capitals wheel it up the wing. Smart recovery by Beagle. Carried to the corner by Winning. Slides it to the point, Dorlock. Strong play, good reach. New York's up the wing, settling things. Puck grab, they're ready to go. Hammers one. Pointed to Seidenberg. Not through. Pass attempt to Beagle. Picked up by the defense. Back in the defensive zone toward center ice. Mashed in. Has it in his own end. And snapped up by Ovechkin. Back near the blue line to Alsner. That pass tipped away by the opposition. Dumped in. The puck is free, now taken up by Niskanen. Possession once again by Oshie. To Leddy. A shot. Terrific glove save.
They were aiming opposite side.
Shoots one. The shot is off. Gets it back. On to Oshie.
That was
poke check there. Chip to Niskanen. Got it at the point. Right near the goal stripe to Backstrom.
Oh.
Chimera's looking to make a play from his own end.
Oh, there's Chimera. I was wondering.
Well, didn't he? That one by
there
Backstrom.
He is.
Takes it to the corner. And at an angle to Leddy. Shot not too strong. Pad stop.
Good. I was
Freeze
wondering.
his play.
Chimera had to be on the ice, so there he was.
Pretty routine stop. You can see why everybody learns the butterfly when they're a young kid. Takes away the bottom of the net.
Keep showing that face-off stat.
Washington's prevailed on another face-off. Now it's directed to Johansson. Nicely into the zone. Big point-blank save there.
You want to score goals, you have to go to this area.
Play to be made now by Clutterbuck. Snapping a pass to Bailey. Lets it go. You could almost count that one, but no. Back in his defensive end to get it. Led on to Williams. To Eller. New York's leaving its own end. Gains the zone. Propelled to Leddy. Puck to the bench area, and so the clock stopped.
Sometimes I think the pads are too big anyway, but he's able to get a pad on this. Excellent scoring chance.
Under 9 minutes still to be skated. We are at 1 goal apiece. New York's collected another victory on the faceoff. And the puck is seized by Ladd. He throws it there, paddled aside. Slides it to the point. Wonderful save. He was hovering right over it.
Terrific stop from right in front of the net, but you got to find a way to put the puck in the net.
The Capitals controlling play through the neutral zone. Moves it to the shadow of the boards. Gains the zone. And possession is changed.
Slashing.
Brilliant move on that pass. Puck free, roadblock by Cizikas. The Islanders are boxed for 2 minutes.
It's been a tough game. Trying to get some type of strategic advantage over here.
Your bottom hand up your stick and swing your stick.
That same guy with that same sign. Right on cue, and that name, the name has changed each time on that sign.
They have not been good on this power play, at least so far. Let's see if it changes.
All right, here we go.
Washington's got it again.
2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty. 12 minutes, 44 seconds.
Puck covered.
I gotta get a good. that is open. I just need to get a fine pass in there. I probably have to use the saucer pass if I get it on the side like that, or put it in Backstrom's hands. Okay,
Washington's got another win.
All right.
Slid to Ovechkin. Great stick save. And he'll cover.
He's had, I think, what, 5 or 6 shots.
That shot was dangerous.
He's put on goal tonight. That's funny. Any other game I've played, he's not had that many chances.
The Capitals win it, and he missed it.
Oh, he hammered that just over top of the net. That was a bullet.
Pointed to Ovechkin. Possession gained by Carlson.
There we go. Oh.
Many yards gained to Johansson. Fires. They score.
We'll take that. We will take that.
Oshie's never give up attitude. Allow him to create this chance from a bad angle.
Oshie with the good hand-to-eye coordination.
The Capitals are ahead in this game.
All right, let's play defense.
And the clock shows not that much time to go in the third period. Washington's prevailed again on the face-off in the neutral zone. Possession now on the pickup by John Tavares. Point to point it goes to Bailey. And a save. And it's a pleasure to bring in the third voice on our crew. Ringside, here's Ray Ferraro.
The Capitals have been by far the more physical team. It is way better to hit than to be hit.
Well, you're right. This has been a hammering game by the team that's in the lead, Ray.
Holtby has 30 saves.
Washington's got a face-off win.
Ooh, that's a punishing hit.
Boy, he got slashed. There'll be a penalty for that.
You didn't have to slash him. Jeez, this is like a forward and our one offensive defenseman being called for.
He is in some pain.
These penalties.
That's a slash.
Damn, we didn't want to give him that.
The Islanders go on the power play again. They have connected once already. Clean win on the draw. Nice job holding the puck. Broken stick, couldn't take it. He missed the net.
No worse feeling as a shooter.
I should have taken advantage of that. And part of that stick is on the ice.
Rotten quickly back. That hit somebody. Good job of clearing.
Washington's decision-making as of late has been perfect. That's another good play.
Two sticks together, they cancel.
Haven't seen a lot of this, Doc, after whistles. Let's keep an eye on this type of play. It might lead to something else.
Down to ringside we go yet again. Ray, what you thinking?
New York's going to rue these missed chances. They've had so many from good spots on the ice. They've missed the net so many times. They've done nothing but hurt themselves.
No, thanks, Ray. I agree. It's amazing how close they have come and then just not gotten on the board. You wonder if that luck's going to continue. The Islanders with a face-off win. Taken on by Wilson. Kicked out of the scrum. Nice work by Leddy. Pitching this one to Ladd. Slid just inside the line. A breakaway.
That's what I'm talking about, that defense. Oh, I was trying to clear it.
Clock still moves. Puck loose. Couldn't get through. That plays offside, and so back to center ice for the face.
Hey, that defense.
Over 5 minutes still to go in the third. We had a tie game until just moments ago. It's a one-goal contest. And they've won the face-off. And the puck to the bench, play stop.
Oh. Let's hope we can get a delayed game penalty on that, but it made it out the zone before it went out of play.
New York's got a defensive zone win. Trying to go to lead. Gets across,
right there.
looks over his options. Lets it go.
Good.
Oh,
Wait.
That one hit someone on the way. And possession
just get it out the zone.
Routine play.
I don't got time to play around.
Puck to play, so he does. Pitching it to Strome. Nice pass up the middle to Beagle.
Ooh.
A shot. Terrific challenge. Outstanding save.
A quick developing play right in front. Almost looks like he's too close to the goaltender.
Jabbed away by Carlson. Can he make him chase it? Carlson's got it on his stick, trying to clear. Washington's penalty killers have done it at the right time. Thinking maybe his goalie's got a better idea. Closer to him now. He gains the zone. Taken behind by Beagle. Back near the blue line to Orpik. Using the point. He's got it. Turned right away with the poke check by Clutterbuck. On through the corner. And gathered in by Williams. Knocked right off the stick. Looking from the blue line. Puck gathered in by Niskanen. Forks it to Williams. Collected now. And he dumps it in. Washington setting things up in their own end.
Let's see what we got.
To Williams. In their own end, moving it now. Could be trouble near the standing save. What magic.
That was a bad pass on my part. I should have never dished that off. It's on pro.
Opie's positioning is pretty good here. This shot's deflected.
I feel like the
net, guys, and he's
most balanced as far as shots on goal and just overall play is on pro versus all-star. All-star. They're just too aggressive shooting the puck, no matter how defensively you position your players or how many block shots. He just takes shot after shot after shot. The mentality is to get it down the ice, shoot the puck. I hate that. I like when teams set up. They don't have to set up all the time, as you've seen in this game. That
they won that face-off. Can they clear it?
There we go.
Possession taken over by Oshie.
Oh, I was trying to skip it over.
Gets in. What'll he do? Nice job. Straight.
There we go.
Sticked away.
Come on back.
Washington's in control of the
all right,
puck
here we go.
along the side. Looks ahead to start something.
No charging penalty. Okay.
Sliced right through the
They're
middle.
going to eventually pull their goaltender.
And possession snapped up by Carlson. Moving it to Oshie. A long game, and the clock bleeds down to the final minute of regulation.
Wow.
1 minute left.
Halop's outstanding save with the pad. Play is stopped, and that well-worn track to both penalty boxes will be plowed through again. The Capitals are boxed on a tripping minor.
No, this is a tough call. He was trying to play the puck, but he tripped up the attacking player.
Yeah, that was my fault. I went to try to...
The power play unit has connected earlier in the game. This is the biggest one thus far. Let's see how they do. New York's got that win. Blocked.
Hold it.
He covers, and a face-off will follow.
This is going to be a shaky last 50 seconds of the game. See if we can hold out.
The shooter can do much more than that. The goaltender made an excellent save on a great bid for goal.
Centermen practice this so many times at the end of their game day workouts. And here comes the biggest one, perhaps, of the whole season. Washington's in their own end, moving the puck. Oh, and what a tremendous job of keeping the puck alive.
There we go. Good job.
Not much pressure there.
Wilson's reading of the play at this point of the game is
yes! Bonehead play by the bitch. I knew it was going to come down to him. Yes!
Can't do it.
I understand the spirit of the rule to try
bad
to
play, bitch. I'm not even going to call him halak.
But
I'm going to call him a
it's
bitch.
penalized some of the better puck-handling goaltenders in the league from handling the puck.
They win the draw. Let's see if it pays off.
2 minutes for Zoe.
Good defensive work there.
19 minutes, 21 seconds.
The Islanders want to generate something up the wing. Goalie is gone. Extra man coming on. What a ripper! The Capitals in possession as they travel in their own end. Taken away. Flips that wrist shot. Big pass.
Hold on to it.
Gets play stopped.
Holtby's able to make an excellent stop here. That's a difficult scoring chance. The shooter thought he had him beat.
That is a large win by the defensive centerman. Congratulations to him. Williams has got it. Can he get it?
Just send it down the ice.
And it is icing.
Because they're not going to really do nothing with .3. Or they're not going to do anything with .3 left on the clock.
Does not get any more dramatic than this. 4 feet by 6. Yawning open at one. A magnificent save. The last one of the night. The game is over.
We'll take the W.
There's the horn and the end
like
of
we
the
always
game.
do.
Washington's time of possession was enormous. Yet their victory was not.
Their quality of chances weren't very high.
There we
go.
go.
To your point, they did have the puck.
All right, so
Solid performance.
actually, Hollywood, if you want to stay tuned for a short second, I can actually go over what I have. I don't have to. That way, see, I'm being cheap and lazy. That way, I don't have to do a video. But you're gonna see. You just saw the gameplay. Oh wow, that was nice. That was nice. But so you just saw the gameplay. Now we're gonna show you the slider set that I have in place. Let's just look at these stats real quick. 37 to 32, not bad. Okay, I can deal with that. Holtby had 36 saves on the night. 24 to 8. I beat him 3-1 in hits. And it worked because I kept hitting them and hitting them and hitting them. They started losing the puck a little bit more. Errant passes, all that. Errant passes, my fault. 33 to 24. I was getting killed on the face-offs. It's 3 stars. Holtby, Oshie, and Ovechkin. Now, here's the thing. I need to fine-tune it where there's more hits. I don't know if that has to do with the amount of time that I have it slanted down to, but it pretty much, they should have more than just 1 hit. Alright, well, here we go. Alright, so let me quit out of here. Thank God I don't have any licensed music playing in this game. But, alright, so we're gonna go over these sliders. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what I have set up for the game settings. So this is not sliders just yet. So I have it by default, it's set on I have the game style set on full sim as the base. In rules, I have it set on NHL, but I made some adjustments to penalties and stuff like that, so that's why it says custom. Period length I set to 12 because what I was finding out with the sliders I have in place, excuse me, at 20 minutes, that's real time. That's full 20-minute periods, awful long game. You get unrealistic stats. This game was primarily built on, I think at the most 10-minute scale, like accelerated time. So getting it away from that a little bit by 2 minutes, but inching it closer to real time gives you enough time to play offense. You don't feel like you get a microwave type game. Let's see. Okay, and the rest of these are just personal. Alright. Now that I got that out the way, let's go to gameplay sliders. So, the first part is what they call general. This one, you can set to whether you want your gameplay version to be the latest tuner used, or it can be a prior tuner. This is a hot button topic in the football community because you can pick tuner 1.0, 1.01, and the latest. I don't know if there's been another tuner since where like a 1.02, but you can select your tuner as you see here. This is what Smitty talks about when it comes to being able to select your tuner set that you play with. If you didn't like the latest tuner, you can revert it back to 0.01 or 0.00. That's what Smitty's fighting for. That's what a lot of us are looking for. But it just so happens that NHL does their tuners better than Madden does their tuners. This is my opinion, but... Alright, so attribute effects. What this does, attribute effects pretty much separates your star players from your regular players. You'll see more deeks. The higher the slider is, the more likely you'll see superstars use deeks and drags and skill type shots. And you'll definitely be able to tell the difference, like if a Sidney Crosby is on the ice, or Jonathan Taves, hopefully I said his name right, is on the ice. You'll see their specific, the way they play will show more the higher the attribute effect is. I have it on 5 to 10 because, well, I can always put it up higher, but for me, I don't like how it gets overused by the CPU. So I have it 5 to 10. Okay, so broken stick, that's how often this stick gets broken. As you saw, the stick was only broken once in the last game, so I have it good where it needs to be. And it was broken at a key time because he was about to score. Got the game speed at 6. What I'm finding out through the last 2 NHLs, I've had it on a lower game speed. There's more hitches in the gameplay when the game speed is slow. If you have it up 6, 5, it'll be a lot smoother as far as that is concerned. Fatigue effect. So a lot of these you can just read the information on the side. It says this will adjust the effect that being tired on a player has on performance. So basically that just means the more tired you are, it will affect how you play, where passing the puck, shooting the puck, receiving the puck, hits that you take, stuff like that. So you can adjust it for CPU and human. Fatigue recovery, pretty much how fast you recover from being tired. It's self-explanatory. Injury occurrence, that is your how often injuries. So general settings pretty much self-explanatory. Now this probably may take a little bit more explaining because now we're getting into it, and it's tabbed as skating. So, back skating is basically when the players are skating backwards. What it says, how much speed a player loses when back skating. So, if you ever ice skated before, and luckily I have, the little bit of ice skating experience I have, you definitely don't skate as fast. Well, novice to intermediate typically don't skate as fast backwards as they do forwards. It's just the way you move. What I remember is that you move your hips more to skate backwards than you do when you're skating forwards. So it's how really you generate your hips. But that's just a little detail I remember from ice skating. It says the lower the value, the slower players will skate backwards compared to how fast they skate forwards. At the highest setting, back skating is the same as your regular skating speed. This will be, if you watch enough hockey games, this will be a personal preference. I tend to think, from my experience, not even looking at the pros, that you skate faster forward than you do backwards. This is automatic that you put it on authentic, because let's see, allows you to select hustle type you want to use. Authentic hustle versus classic speed burst. You want to keep it on that authentic. Okay, so these are really starting to get a point. Puck carrier agility, I have it on 70. It's basic. I think the devs don't give these hockey players enough credit when they skate. For some reason, they believe that these skaters can't turn on a dime, can't, make moves. Like, they don't, like, in certain cases, these players can dig in the ice and go side to side just as fast as they can go forward. So I have it on 70 for the puck carrier. For agility, skating just affects the speed. When you puck carrier skating, pretty much just slows down. Actually, it slows down the skater once he has the puck. The general consensus is that you're not just skating anymore. You have to focus less on skating and more on controlling the puck as you skate. Which, as in football, people tend to run faster without the ball than they do with the ball. I can go a little further. Some people run slower with the ball in their left hand versus the ball in their right hand. Okay, player acceleration. Got it low. This is just how quick they reach top speed without the puck. That's just self-explanatory. Skating speed is how fast, how high a top end speed a player can reach. So if a player is already fast, you don't want them to go too fast. The game speed is already going fast, so you got that. Skating agility. Why is this on 80, you ask? Well, let's first read what it says. It says how easily a player can turn when skating. The lower the value, the lower the player's agility will be with the puck to without it. At the highest setting, players will have the same agility with and without the puck. This affects defensive positioning. As you saw in the game, I was able to keep my players in position with the slider at 80. When it's set to, by default, it's set low, like 50. Players cannot, you can't get your players back in position when, if you watch a hockey game, you know damn well these players do not just glide and slowly turn, and no, that's not how they set up. They react quickly. They're talented enough skaters on the ice that they can pivot faster than what the devs give them credit for, the way this game came out the box. So I upped their agility so you can keep your player in position and be able to handle deep moves and stuff like that. Right now, this game doesn't give you enough tools to handle. Right now, defenders can't grab, they can't do any of these things that they do in real life. So having the skating agility at least keeps your body in front of the puck carrier enough, or if you're about to skate out of play, you can quickly get your skater back into play. He doesn't just slowly, like he's stuck in molasses. It's funny, he's on ice, but he's stuck on molasses trying to quickly go left, quickly go right. So I hope I was able to explain the skating part of it. So let's go to shooting. A lot of these are self-explanatory. I probably can go through this quick. So one-timer accuracy, I think that's default. Basically, it's just the accuracy of a shot taken from a one-timer. One-timers are pretty much pass, and as the pass is arriving, the receiver is ready to shoots the puck at a certain moment. It's a quick play. It's hard to pull off as a user. I rarely do it, but when I get a chance to do it, I mess it up a lot. So let's just say that. All right, shot accuracy, just accuracy, which you would hit the selected target. Basically, when you aim to shoot, where you aim is how well, depending on the player's rating, also how well will he shoot the puck towards that target. And if this affects any shot power, pretty much how fast the puck is gonna go off the stick once you shoot. Slap shot accuracy. Slap shot is the long windup and boom. That's the slap shot. So it just, where you aim will dictate where that slap shot will go. It just makes it, that's what that affects. Slap shot power, how fast the puck travels off the stick, off a slap shot. Slap shots are pretty hard anyway. They're the hardest shot to stop. Well, they're the hardest shot to stop not point blank, but the hardest shot, because a lot of them can go upwards of speeds of 100 miles per hour, 103. A former Capital, Al Iafrate, once hit 100, and when they had the shooting competition, for the skills competition or whatever, it was between Al Iafrate and another guy who was on the Calgary Flames, or was it the Boston? He could have been on the Bruins, but their slap shots were ridiculously fast. 100 miles per hour, faster than that. Yeah. So, and that's going to balance out with the goaltender's reaction slider speed sliders. I have set later. I'll get to that. So hopefully I was able to get through shooting. Shooting is pretty much self-explanatory. Passing. You want to keep manual passing on, because that's a good feature mechanic in the game. As you read to the right, it says the power of the pass is controlled by how long you hold the button. You want that on. I see slider sets that say turn that off. No. I'm used to it by now. I just keep that on. Pass assist, it just pretty much helps you with wherever you aim to pass, it'll correct you. It'll make its own correction, and the pass will go wherever it needs to. As you saw in the game, I was able to place passes where I was attempting to go with mistakes here and there. I don't mind that. I'm not a perfect passer. I don't want perfect passes and in the hockey games, not every pass is perfect. There are some passes I wish I could have made that are made in the NHL, but I'll figure that out. I'll get that pass off. Minimum pass speed and max pass speed. That basically means the speed of the minimum speed with manual passing of the puck, maximum speed. So if I were to look at this, would be 35 miles per hour, 60 miles per hour. So you want to keep that above 30 for minimum and no higher than 60. Saucer pass speed, that's just the pass that once it's elevated off the ice. Those are the ones that if you get a lot of teams that keep their stick on the ice, they'll clog up the passing lane. You elevate the puck. When you pass it, you elevate the puck to travel through all of that. Hopefully it gets through and to the other side or to the intended receiver. So that just says the speed in the air. So I got that at 50. I probably should increase that, but I'll toy with that. Pass accuracy, just basically it says adjusting this will affect how game circumstances and attributes of the player influence a successful pass. So I had that down low. Now throughout the years I've been kind of confused. I'm not exactly sure if it means if the slider is low, it means the game and the attributes will have a greater effect, versus if you have it high, it has less effect. I wish they would have the explanation at the end like they do for this. Like the higher the value, the easier it is to receive pucks for reception ease. So, okay. So pass interceptions, I have that at 80 because sticks matter. I don't want passes to go through all the time, but I want the computer and I want myself to constantly think about where we pass the puck. So if the AI is able to, AI is already cheating. They already know where everything is set at. So they're gonna adapt to those settings anyway. So they're not gonna try as many cross the rank passes as they would if this rating were low. Just saying. Okay, reception ease. It just, depending upon how fast the puck arrives to an intended player, how easy he's able to control the puck. If you have this on low, you'll get instances of pucks bouncing off the stick. Cases where like they may have trouble but eventually control the puck. In their case, they just completely just mishandle it. That's hockey. That's what this slider affects right here. Reception reaction time. Let's just read it because I can't even explain that in my own words, but how much reaction time affects a player's ability to pick up the puck. The higher the value, the harder it will be for a player to acquire the puck when they don't have enough time to react. So if they're not expecting the pass, then basically it's how quickly do they react, or how quickly do they react to it hitting their stick. Since they don't have enough time, are they able to handle it, or are they just like, oh, I lost it? So that, in my own words, that's the best way I can describe it. I could be all wrong. Okay, puck control rating effect. I got that on 100 because this basically is how much the rating itself has an effect. And if ratings matter, you want it to be at 100. Okay, I see. So, like I was saying, if something has a rating effect, not all of them you're going to put it at 100, but 100, you want the ratings to matter. With that being said, this is what I mean. Not everything has to be at 100. Talking with Bills, he would recommend everything that has effect at the end of it with 100. And that's his opinion on it. I went with that. I liked it, but I'm going in a different direction. I like this with the puck speed reception effect. So it reads how much the speed of the puck affects receiving a pass. So if you hold down on the manual passing and you release it, that puck is flying out of there. It's basically affecting how a player is able to receive the puck based on their speed. Its speed. A soft puck, yeah, you should be able to receive those very well. But a fast one, yeah, you're gonna have a hard time. Like there were certain passes that I made that one guy just could not pick it up. He tried to kick it towards him and ain't nothing. That's what that was. And there are instances, to go back on reception reaction time, like those instances where I'm close to a player and I'm trying to pass on a puck, that's also where that takes effect there too. Okay, so pickup type effect. Got this on 90 because I want the players to always pick up the puck. So this it says how much I don't. Whoever wrote this, I sometimes I don't understand. My English is not perfect, but come on, how much the way you are picking up the puck. The higher the value, the greater the effect on how the player is picking up the puck with their backhand, reaching, stuff like that, will have on acquiring the puck cleanly. Now, what you just saw in the game, I don't know why it's clicking out like that. Now just looking at the replay, you saw a lot of reaching for the puck, a lot of animations where they would slide and pick up the puck from the sideboards or the inboards. Just clean pickups. That's what that affects. So, and you saw each time when, especially on, you especially saw this when I was on the power play, when the opponent would clear the puck down the ice, and I would just let my guy glide to the puck, and then I hit back to get him to slow down, and then all of a sudden he'll just slide right in and pick up the puck, so that way I can set up and go. I think they instituted this the last NHL, because a lot of players are like, come on, there's got to be a way to get players ready to go, to pick up the puck and go. You know, you don't have to struggle with them like you did in 15 and in games before that. This one is a doozy. So, it says the higher the value, the easier it is to acquire the bouncing puck. Well, you want that thing low, because everyone and anyone who has watched a hockey game, NHL, AHL, WHL, whatever, a bouncing puck is the hardest thing to pick up. Pros have a hard time with bouncing pucks. Some, depending on their eye coordination, hand-eye coordination, whatever, they can do it. But it is hard, and you want that in your game. So I recommend 30. It also helps with pacing of the game, because you're gonna have moments where people, they'll pass it to players that it will just pick up. And also, the game has lovely physics. Why handicap it when you have this up high? Keep it low. Alright, so puck control. Keep it on sticks, legs, and body. If the dev just happens to watch this video, and God forbid he made it through the game portion of it, much less the explanation portion of it, hopefully he does full, where it includes well, you have shots that do go off the head, but they have sticks, legs, and body as far as incidental contact puck loss. So basically is when players run into each other, if parts of that body, whether it's their stick or their leg or their body, like if they're on the ice when they're diving or sliding or blocking, if they happen to slide into that player, they can knock the puck away. But as you saw, they can also trip the player and cause a penalty. That's gonna happen, but you want to keep it there. Incidental stick contact immunity. You ever played Contra where your player is blinking for a while before he becomes full? Oh, okay. Why didn't you say so before? I would have just left it at that. Okay, you don't have to explain each one now. Okay, never mind. Okay, you can just show me the numbers. All right. Well, if you got it, good. All right. So, as I'm hopping back and forth. Okay. So, this will be the last one I'll explain. Then I'll go to the numbers, because there's still some tabs to go, and we be here forever. But yeah, where the player blinks, and you can run through enemies and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden when he becomes solid, if an enemy hits him, he dies. That's basically what this is. So as soon as he gets the puck, there's a time in which he will not lose the puck. He won't lose the puck at all. So you have it at 0, he can lose the puck immediately. That's definitely where you want it. By default it's at 0, so you really don't have to touch that. Alright, so thank you Hollywood for the suggestion, because I was actually wearing down as far as this explanation. It's probably the most I've ever talked in a stream, so thank you for relieving me of my explanation duties. duties. And here are the numbers. So puck control, we got it at 50. Deking impact at 55. Spin deke impact 75 for both. I tend to don't have it one higher than the other as far as CPU and human. If I call out a number, it's pretty much the same on both sides. Skating impact at 55. Okay. Alright, so goaltenders. So 75 for goal cover frequency. That'll give you your tons of face-offs. Goalie passing. I have it low. Okay. Goalie cross crease reaction time 40. Alright, so goalie save reaction time, I have it at 75. Mind you, again, just a reminder, it's on Pro. So I'll just throw that reminder out there. Okay, goalie deflection reaction time, that's 40. Goalie screen effect, I have it on 70. Oh, also another reminder, if you are using these sliders, I would recommend creating a save with these specific sliders, so that way if there's something, if you want to compare it to something, like compare it to what you have, you can go back and forth between slider sets that you saved. So you may want to do that. Like when it prompts you, this is how you do it. When you hit square to create preset, it'll ask you, do you want to overwrite or do you want to create a new one? Create a new one, so that way you don't lose the one you currently have. Because what will happen, it'll switch to those, but you can always go back to what you had before, so you can do that comparison. All right, so goalie screen effect 70. Goalie screen persistence, so that's at 70 as well. Okay, checking. All right, cool. Let's make sure you got that. All right, so board effect. So now checking, this is the one that will that every Madden player who's like us, very hardcore sim, this is a very important setting, checking, because a lot of it you could pretty much visualize what it could do in Madden. So I have effect non-puck carrier 60. Effect with puck carrier 70. Hitting assistance 30. If you have it on higher, you know what? I'll probably have this up higher so I can produce more hits. That will be how I get more hits in the game. Because they're supposed to average about 70 hits. Not 70. They're supposed to at least have, I would say 20 on each side. And players have multiple hits. Certain players will have like 3 or 4 hits. So I can probably up that. But no lower than 30, because they will dodge every hit attempt. Okay, stumble thresholds 60. The Madden devs have talked about stumble threshold when they first instituted stumble, so they can make that available for us to tinker with. Aggression 70, because on Pro default they will not, you will not be challenged. Yeah, I like when they do hits too. Because when you're playing the game, and as you saw, those hits meant something. Each hour hit the Islanders, and it meant something. I was able to wear them down and wear them out. That was the point of me hitting them. Every chance I got, if I can get a hit off, even if it was just like, up against the boys, just come in, shove them. You even saw some of the little clips that they did. You see one player hit him and another one come in and hit him too. That's the type of team I like to have on the ice. All right, so hitting power 50. Here's two sets of doozies. All these debates in Madden about size and speed mattering on hits, tackles, blocking, stuff like that. Well, NHL has size effect. I have that at 60. Speed effect, I have that at 30. There were certain hits in the game that I had a smaller player, go after a larger player. The small player is going fast as I don't know what, but because that player is bigger, just shrugged off the hit. I was playing 205, Saban, Alabama, wherever you want to call them, just showing them the game, and he tried to hit Ovechkin. The dude bounced off Ovechkin. Ovechkin's a big dude, and he's a monster. You ain't knocking him off his skates. Imagine if he hit somebody. He's destroying somebody. He used to really destroy players back in the day, but he calmed down, he matured, and he destroys players every now and then, especially Crosby. All right, checking and balance rating effect 100, preparedness effect 55, incidental contact effect. This one set off 205 Alabama. Incidental contact effect. That's just crazy. I once had this thing on 100 when I first got it, and oh man, I will never do that again. Let's just say that every time somebody was touched, they would just fall over each other. It was just comedy. All right, so poke checking range. I never did quite understand this. It has this at 0. I think it's just you have to be see the range in which the poke check is effect. It's like this on default, so don't touch that. Poke checking accuracy, I don't know if that's by default, but I have it on 60. Poke checking power 20. I don't know what it is by default. I forgot what it was by default. Stick lift effectiveness 70. Okay, and that is, damn, we got, let me cancel. Okay, I don't know what that did. Okay, so penalties. I got CPU and CPU teammate penalties 40. I know a certain guy on the Press Row podcast that would be loving these sliders in Madden. Rich. But anyway, tripping at 40, slashing at 40, elbowing at 30, high sticking at 40, cross checking at 40, boarding at 40, charging at 40, delayed game at 50, holding at 40, hooking at 40, interference at 75. I barely see any interference calls, so I don't know how that would go. All right, last but not least, the AI. Since it's on Pro, you want the AI learning 6 out of 6. Vice versa, and this is what me and Bill's talked about. If you have an All-Star, turn the AI learning off. Put it on 0. This one's a personal preference. It just, within the difficulty level, ups it to make it more. It scales it to whereas you can make it more difficult to play or keep it at its default level. CPU face-off difficulty 65. Want a challenge? I probably can. I'm not. I'm gonna keep it where it is. Fight difficulty 50. I'm barely in any fights, but I guess that's the way the NHL likes it. CPU strategy adjustments 4 out of 6. I want them to make strategy changes. Not too aggressive, but enough that I can see that they started out one way and they changed another. User strategy adjustment. If you want the AI to do your stuff, then have it all the way at 6. If not, I'm at the point. I've been playing NHL for a long time. I do my own strategy adjustment, and this is for be a pro. So if you want, by default, I would think you would want the AI to do this because you're only controlling one player. But since I don't, I just keep it at 0. But you want it at 6 out of 6 either way. Okay, so that's the gameplay sliders. That's what I have. Yeah, that's the key, and I think that's, in a way, what Rex doesn't get. Understanding that they want to continue to push the game forward and make it the most sim football game that there, because in a few years there's going to be about 3 or 4 games on the market. Everybody acts like that. Yeah, Madden is the only NFL game on the market. No, there's right now you have Axis Football on PC, and looks like they're up for big things. So I would stay tuned for Axis. I'm like, I haven't gotten it myself. I've just been on silence watching to see where they go. And right now, it looks like they got something coming. They've been 2 years running with people in the community helping with creating the game. So I can't wait to see what they do. You have Kyle Anderson, who's looking to put out a game. Oh, no problem, Hollywood. Yeah. It definitely beats doing a separate video, because that way I can interact with whoever. This way, overall this way is easier, because when you do a video, obviously you comment below. Sometimes I may not read the comment, so I really don't respond if I don't read it. But if you have me here now, I can definitely go right at it. But yeah, Kyle Anderson has a game. Still waiting to see what he's got up his sleeve, if there's any gameplay beyond what we saw months ago. I'm hoping he has something better, but we'll see where he's going. There's a Canadian football game coming out. It's not licensed by the CFL, but it is a Canadian. Canuck Play is the company that is doing that game, so I can't wait. And I saw a little bit of gameplay from them, and that looks promising. That looks like that actually has good physics, despite the animation that they initially showed versus the animation they have now, which is a lot better. So there's football coming out the pipe. Oh, and last but not least, can't forget about the dudes that's trying to make another college football game, or not necessarily a college football game, but no, they are doing a college football game. I forgot what their company is, but they're the ones that have been doing theirs through Kickstarter. So they're looking to do big things as well. So there's gonna be football on the market. So Madden can't sit on their laurels too long. Axis is already starting to. Axis is catching up. They're getting going. Kyle should have his game going up. Canucks Play should have their game going. The dudes that are doing the college football, they should have their game going. They finally showed gameplay to get people excited. I'm like, you can hype the game up, do talk, but I want to see gameplay. Just like Smitty laments all the time about, I want to see gameplay. Show me gameplay and give me something to be excited about. And that's basically it. There's no more people that are looking to do football games, but just to go back on that whole thing about having a lot of sliders, being able to tune the game, Rex, I hope you get a chance to at least skip to this part of the video, because I feel like, even though I'm speaking for myself, I'm kind of speaking for a lot of people who are frustrated with the tuners that are out there. First of all, we understand what you're doing. We say nerf because that's when you take something away, literally it is nerfing. If you're addressing a bug, that's fine. We have no problems with the patches tuner. Not patches tuner. The title update. We have no problems with that. Those have been good. Everyone agrees with the title update. Tuners, you gotta have something to where you're not. I know you're not gonna make everyone happy, but you gotta do. I'll say it. You guys gotta do better. I'm sorry. You guys gotta do better, because before you start hitting us with tuners, football was happening. A dangerous form of football was happening, and people got exposed. There were people, I'm like, yes, you fixed bugs, but people were literally crying about stuff that they could control. I keep bringing up InstaSheds because that became the main point, InstaShed. And when I seen, I guess the dude David Pearson, he did a video on it, and he showed the bug. That's great. You fixed that bug. That's what the tuner was supposed to be. But the InstaShed that I know wasn't a bug. The InstaShed that I know is when you get a result pretty much right away. Whether it's a shed defense wins or a pushback pancake offense wins. Offensive line wins. I don't know if anyone's really paid attention, but InstaSheds have been in Madden forever. So for anyone to complain about InstaSheds that are not bugs, you need to jump off a bridge right now, because you've been playing with InstaSheds pretty much your whole entire Madden life. You don't remember? Go to Madden 05. They were all over the place. Nobody's complaining about those. Just saying. Alright, so Hollywood, you pretty much were my main guest here this evening, all the way out from Washington. So I thank you for stopping by. Hopefully I was able to help with the sliders, especially starting off with the explanations, because at the time you chimed in and told me just do the numbers, I was like, oh, I was getting winded, I was getting tired. I mean, I don't like to talk much, but I do it because one thing I've learned, and I'm not a teacher, and when I do videos, I try to explain it for the person that has to take a little longer to. What is the game? What is this game? This is NHL 17. I went through a game, and if you want to, you can actually in real time go back to when the game started, so that way you don't have to, because I've been really just sitting here for the last, 30 minutes or so. I've been sitting here just pretty much explaining the game to my boy Hollywood. Yeah, I'm glad you learned a lot, Hollywood. I'm trying to get more people exposed to games, sports games, to really get a feel of what either Madden has to still catch up to, or just have them enjoy another sports game outside the main two. I'm really tired of, like, myself, Bills, we are really a National Hockey League. It's basically hockey. It's a Canadian sport, Canadian-based sport, but it's internationally played, just like soccer. You do have your World Cups. A lot of countries are represented in the international hockey tournament, like the World Cup. They have World Cup of hockey. They also have juniors and stuff like that. So Khabib, that's what NHL is. National Hockey League is basically it's a pro hockey league. It's the same as KHL. I forgot what the K stood in that, but that's a hockey league in Russia. I have FIFA 17. I actually like it. they switched to Frostbite engine, which is a step in the right direction for FIFA, because they needed to be able to compete with the Fox engine of PES. Unfortunate thing about PES, which is Pro Evolution Soccer, which you probably know since you brought up FIFA 17, that's their primary competition. They're pretty good in their own right. They have some improvements, but the main thing with them is that they don't have a lot of licenses. A lot of times players have to download the kits and the player faces. They just put out a update where they got a lot of the player faces and some of the kits to the club teams, and there's a ton of club teams. So a lot of players that pick up PES have to do a lot of work to get the actual uniforms. Me, when I picked up PES, I just focused on the international teams, and I made my own uniforms. If you check out I actually have a bunch of PES, and I don't think do I have any FIFA on my channel? I think I do have FIFA 17 on my channel as well. I have FIFA 16. I don't know if I have FIFA 17. I have to look. Matter of fact, let me do that now. I can look to see if I have any FIFA gameplay, but I do have PES gameplay, and I have FIFA 16 gameplay. You like the UFC 2 game? My friend likes UFC 2. I have it. I bought the first UFC, but I'm just not into Ultimate Fighting MMA like that. So they do good work. Some people say that the control scheme could be a lot better, but it is deep. And I like the fact that they make a new game every 2 years, which I think a lot of these sports games need to do, so they can put in a lot of work, so they can have more time. Let me see. Go to my channel and see if there's any. I believe I should have some FIFA 17 gameplay. I'm just looking. A lot of Battlefield, WWE 2K17, some more NHL 17, Pro Evolution. No, I actually don't have any FIFA 17. I was going to upload some gameplay, but I never got around to it. But I do have PES if you want to check that out. I have USA versus Iceland, I have USA versus Australia, and I have USA versus Japan and USA versus Germany. It's basically 4 straight videos. They don't do links on here, so I can't even. Wait a minute, I can't supply the link. Wait, can I supply the link? Probably could. Hold on. Let me grab it real quick. It's really gonna depend. They need to make a new boxing game. I'm getting pissed off. Yeah. I was talking to my friend again about boxing. They do. Oh, no problem, Hollywood. I know I didn't want to keep you too long, and I know Khabib started asking questions. I know a lot of times I know when people aren't talking to me, I tend to want to go too. So I understand, and I'm glad you stopped by too. And take care, be safe. I figure it's bedtime around your time because it's way past mine. So definitely have a good night and rest easy. But yeah, Khabib, they definitely need a boxing game, but they need to be able to do it so it has a deep career mode. The question I had though was, would they have? How could they market the boxers that people? Boxing is not as mainstream as it used to be. It used to be advertised all the time. It's gonna be 6:50 UK time. Yeah, I didn't know you were in the UK, Khabib, but definitely it's early for you. It's just like it's late for me. It'll be early for me in a few more hours. But I think the biggest issue with a boxing video game is how you're gonna market it. How are you gonna market boxers that people are not as familiar with? I have 2 connects in the boxing industry that could just sit down and tell me about all the boxers currently, who's coming up, who's on their way down. Right now, I barely even know who the current champs are, who's ranked, where they're ranked. I would have to actually go to a boxing site, but luckily I know these 2 guys personally. One actually followed me when I was in high school for football. Actually did a couple articles, and another one was a former classmate of mine. They're both 2 big boxing journalists. Career mode where you can create your own, and build them up to fight real boxers. And that used to be the case. I remember the biggest one I remember was Evander Holyfield, Real Deal Boxing, fighting and making my way up the ranks until I won a championship, or I lost a certain amount in a row, or when my player just started to peter out and had to retire. I like the progression you could put your boxer through as you trained them, and I like the regression. The regression, I remember playing and just remembering how sad I would wind up when my boxer was at the downside of his career, how I would try to stick it out and last in those fights, but at the end my boxer just couldn't do anymore. It wasn't that fast. I noticed that when my boxer started to regress, I had to be more strategic. And this was during the days it wasn't 3D, it was like forward and back. So you really had to run, but you couldn't really run but so far to like the edge of the screen. Then the guy would corner you and pound on you, and that'll be it. So Fight Night Round 3 was great game also. I actually liked the last one they did, which had a story mode on it. I thought they was going to do something after that, but I don't know. They have to see if there's a market there for a boxing game. Definitely, even MMA is starting to die out a little bit because people are just stuck on 2 main sports, basketball and football. Especially here in the United States, just stuck on those 2 sports. And as long as we're stuck on those 2 sports, no one's gonna really make a boxing game like the way. And UFC will only come out every 2 years, which actually it's a smart move. But I see there's a extreme snowboarding game or extreme skiing, whatever they want to call it, extreme sports game coming out, Steep. Or is it already out? I think it's already out. Hold on, let me check. Oh, I think it's already out. Just check it. Oh no, it comes out tomorrow. It's already December 1st. My father's birthday is today. He turns 60. So it comes out tomorrow, because tomorrow's Friday. I think I may pick up that game, or I may pick up Titanfall 2. I'm not exactly sure. In Canada. Yep. It was tragic to hear what happened to it. I think it was it Brazilian or Colombian? And then it was Colombian club soccer team, where I think all but the 3 that didn't make the trip, they were traveling to the finals. They had won their match, and they were on a plane traveling to their finals matchup, and the plane crashed into a mountain. What was it? 76 on board died. They were saying that there were 6 survivors, but I haven't heard anything about whether there were 6 survivors anymore. I heard it at one time. I haven't heard it since. But pretty much that whole team gone. Coaches gone. Personnel gone. And the plane crashed. And that's tragic. That's, to hear about that was pretty I became subdued and went into a lot of thought, because you have things happen that you don't think will happen. You think that every time you take a plane trip you'll be safe, when a lot of times you will be safe, but it just takes that one time. And I don't know if it was pilot error or what have you, but they crashed into the side of a mountain and gone. So the 3 players that didn't make the trip, I don't know why it was. I guess they were reserves. You don't even know how to react to that. You're a reserve, and you can't. Yeah, you can't really say, "Oh, thank God I wasn't on that plane." But it's just like, wow, that's really. Oh, it said the plane ran out of fuel, and it's happened in 1950. Munich with the Man United team. I didn't know about that. So you're saying what they're saying is that the plane ran out of fuel, which I can understand, because then if it ran. Wait a minute, hold up. If it ran out of fuel, how did it run out of fuel? They use somebody didn't. You know what happened? Somebody didn't check on it. Somebody was Sometimes when you hear about if that's what happened, then somebody wasn't doing their job in the pre-flight check. Because when they do pre-flight checks, they're supposed to check to make sure there's enough fuel, and they probably overestimated how much fuel they had to make that trip. Or if there was or it could have been leaky fuel tank, which sometimes it ran out of fuel and an electrical fault. Damn, they were screwed. Because it's unfortunate either way. But if I was doing an investigation, I would definitely be checking to see how they did their pre-flight checks. Not just the pilots, but I mean the people that service the plane, because they gotta know there's enough fuel. I would definitely check over the plane. Like electrical faults, they do get missed. Unfortunately, they do get missed. All right, well, Khabib, it's nice talking to you. I know you're on your way to waking up, but I'm about to go to sleep. It is. I don't know why this thing keeps blinking in and out. Everybody in planes should have parachutes. That's true, but when you open that door, I don't know this personally, but I would think you open that door at a certain height, that would not just parachutes, they would probably need something else too, because a lot of those people, you know what would be the safest thing? Not parachutes. If people just had an instant, like, not a parachute, but if they had one of those things where they jumped out the plane and like they had something that would just like you know those giant balls that a lot of people have been encased in. No, I've seen this in a movie, and I don't know how true they can make this, but I'm sure if somebody was forward thinking enough, they would equip people with something that encases them in a protective foam, so when they hit the ground, if they decide to jump out the plane. Just a forward thinking idea. I know it's not near the realm of possibility. Eject button on the seats. No, you don't want to have them go. Then how would you protect them when they shoot out of the plane? Because in aircrafts, the canopy flies off before the person ejects out. So in jumbo jets don't have canopies that fly open, so you have to find some way, maybe something that drops them through the floor, and then they had the parachute in the back of their seat. That could be it. Put the parachute on the back of the seat, and then when the planes, you can just drop people by rows. We need some people on this, because if people going to survive these plane crashes, they should eject. So I get your point. Eject button on the seats. They drop down instead of fly up. They drop down. The parachute's on the back of the seat, and after a while, it comes out. Yes, exactly like that. That's how it would happen. That's an idea. All right. Well, on that note, we've thrown some crazy ideas that should work, but I'm gonna end the stream on that note. Been playing this thing too long. Well, been letting this thing run too long. But thank you also for stopping by. If you want to check out what happened early in the stream, I know real time you can take the cursor and wheel it back to the beginning so you can watch the game. I would say I would recommend starting at trying to figure out what point. Okay. I don't know, it's not giving me... I would recommend just starting at the beginning. Just move the cursor all the way to the left so you can watch it from the beginning. But you should definitely see a good game. And that's it. Alright, well, again, thank you for stopping by, Khabib. Thank you, Hollywood, for stopping by earlier and talking with me. And asking me about the sliders. And I don't have a regular stream schedule, so I'll stream whenever. Until then, have a good day in the UK. Have a good day in Washington, in the state of Washington. And I will have a good night here in Maryland. So, ta-ta for now. I always wanted to say that. Dave Chappelle said it. It's always funny when he says it. Probably wasn't funny when I said it.